Good evening, everyone. Namaste. How are you all?
Sir, I'm fine.
Good evening,
How are
sir.
you, sir?
Sir, I'm fine.
I'm also
How
doing
are
good.
you,
Thank
sir?
you very much. Thank you very much. I'm good. Today presentation is very less. I hope you are ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today again, topic is the same, but the question types are different. In today's class, we'll be discussing about passive voice of interrogative and imperative sentences. I hope you understand interrogative and imperative sentences.
Yes, sir.
Interrogative means questions. When you ask a question, you have to frame an interrogative sentence. And imperative means something like order, command, request, etc. When you say something to command someone, to order someone about something, or to request on something, that is the imperative sentence, like come here, go there, do this, right? These are imperative sentences. So in this class, we'll be discussing about two types of sentences, interrogative and imperative sentences, and we'll learn how to make their passive voices. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ready.
sir.
So the very first question here, change into passive voice, and the interrogative sentence is, do you light the candle? Do you light the candle? Try this. First, raise your hand, or no need to raise the hand because the presentation is lesser today. You can directly answer if you know.
Is candle lighted by you?
Okay. Anurag, complete your sentence, complete your answer.
Sir,
Is the candle lighted by you?
Okay, good trial. First of all, let us discuss if this is the verb.
sir,
Yes.
get the
Are
candle
you
lighted by you.
Okay. Any other? Any other student?
are you lighted the candle? Are you lighted the candle by you?
Okay. See, the first of all, we need to understand what's the verb here. In this one, verb is light. Verb is light, and that is a V1. Light, actually, this is the word used in two different types, as a noun and as a verb. You know, light is a noun as well as a verb. इसको हम नाउन की तरह भी यूज कर सकते हैं और वर्ब की तरह भी यूज कर सकते हैं. बहुत सारे ऐसे वर्ड्स हैं. दिस इज नॉट द ओनली वन. लाइट इज डीम. लाइट इज डीम. लाइट बहुत कम आती है तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? लाइट इज डिम, हल्की है, बहुत कम है लाइट, डिम, DIM, लाइट इज डिम। तो इस सेंटेंस में लाइट इज अ नाउन, लाइट इज डिम। तो लाइट क्या है? एक नाउन है ये। बट इस सेंटेंस में लाइट इज अ वर्ब। इस तरह से वाटर, वाटर को भी हम नाउन और वर्ब दोनों की तरह यूज करते हैं। वाटर हैज नो कलर, ये सेंटेंस सुनो, वाटर हैज नो कलर। इन दिस सेंटेंस वाटर इज नाउन, बट व्हेन यू से water the garden, water the plant, पौधों में पानी डालो, water the plants, पौधों में पानी डालो। अब यहां पे water क्या हो गया? verb, that is an imperative sentence, order है इसमें, पौधों में पानी डालो, पौधों को पानी डालो, water the plants। milk is the another word, milk noun भी है, मिल्क वर्ब भी है। वेल तो अगर ये V1 है तो इसका V3 चाहिए होगा हमें। एज वी नो वी ऑलवेज यूज ओनली द V3 इन केस ऑफ पैसिव वॉइस। अब इसका पैसिव बनाना है तो हमें इसका V3 चाहिए। लाइट का V3 लिट होता है।
Evening, sir.
Do you know this?
No, sir.
It seems many of you are not aware of this. V3 of light, V3 of light is lit, not lighted. Okay. Well, देखो कैसे करना है। सबसे पहले तो हम ये देख लेते हैं कि इसका रूल क्या होता है। आंसर तो बताऊंगा ही, रूल क्या होता है सबसे पहले हम रूल के ऊपर आते हैं। और एक जनरल ट्रिक भी मैं बताने वाला हूं। रूल फॉर इंटरोगेटिव। देखो इंटरोगेटिव में इफ यू वांट टू चेंज इट इनटू पैसिव वॉइस, तो अगर मेरे पास एक क्वेश्चन है इंटरोगेटिव, मैं थोड़ा लंबा तरीका बताने वाला हूं सबसे पहले, क्योंकि लंबा तरीका तुम्हें एक बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग देगा, फिर शॉर्टकट तो हम करेंगे ही। इंटरोगेटिव को सबसे पहले चेंज कर लो पॉजिटिव में, या अफर्मेटिव कह सकते हैं, अफर्मेटिव। ठीक है, इंटरोगेटिव को सबसे पहले चेंज कर लो अफर्मेटिव में। अफर्मेटिव का पैसिव बना लो, एज यू नो इट ऑलरेडी। और वंस यू हैव made it into passive, now change it into interrogative back, and that's done. ये है long cut, but this is not the way we will do always. Just for understanding I am telling this to you. अब हमारा जो ये वाला क्वेश्चन है अभी, do you light the candle, इसको अगर मैं चेंज करूं अफर्मेटिव में तो मैं क्या लिखूंगा? यू लाइट द कैंडल। इज दैट राइट?
Yes, sir.
दिस इज इंटेरोगेटिव। इंटेरोगेटिव, दिस इज affirmative. Now we'll change it into passive voice. और टेंस भी पहचान सकते हो, देखो टेंस भी पहचानो, कौन सा टेंस है ये?
Present simple.
Present simple.
Simple present tense.
Right.
Simple.
तो ऑलमोस्ट almost all of you have joined, right? So I'm taking the attendance first, then I'll continue. Give me a moment. Okay, I have taken the attendance now. अब मैं इसको पैसिव में चेंज कर लूंगा. ऑब्जेक्ट विल कम फर्स्ट. द कैंडल, सिंपल प्रेजेंट का पैसिव तो सबको मालूम होगा, इज एम आर यूज करते हैं. द कैंडल इज लिट, इसके बाद V3 बाय एंड देन सब्जेक्ट. देखो अफर्मेटिव का पैसिव बना लिया. और अब मैं इसे वापस इंटेरोगेटिव में चेंज कर लूंगा. And you know how to change interrogative into interrogative. What you need to do is take the helping verb first and it is done. Is the candle lit by you? And that's the final answer. Interrogative and passive. But this is not the long way we'll be doing always. You can do it directly. That is just for understanding. For those जिनको लगे कि it's very difficult to handle in the same single shot, you can go this way. Just for practice purpose. Once you do practice with the 3-4 sentences doing this longer way, you will know what to do to give the single shot answer, single attempt answer. Next is this. Am I driving a car?
Is the car being driven by me?
Okay.
Is the car being driven by me? Is the
Yes.
car being driven by me?
Yes, that's right. The answer is,
The car
is the car being driven by me? And the question mark. Done. So I have taken one example from each tense wherever passive voice is possible. Previous was simple present, this is present continuous. And the next is coming here, has she stolen my book? Try this.
Has been
So-
my book.
See, it's not difficult. Actually, what you need to do
My-
is, generally what we do in a passive voice, we write object first, then we write helping verb, and then we write main verb, that is V3, and then we write by and the subject. This is the normal format, but you want to make it a question, so just take the helping verb first. That's it, nothing more. Just take the helping verb first. So in this one, it's present perfect, and the helping verb will be has itself, right? She has, my book has. This is object, and this also will be followed by the same helping verb. So you should start with the same helping verb, has. My book been In the present perfect passive voice, we use this word been. Has my book been stolen by her? So this is the only thing you have to do. The same structure, but the only change, helping verb should be very first. Next, did she finish work?
Sir, is the work finished by him?
Was work finished by her?
Okay. Anyone
Last
else?
में गलती से ही
Sir,
बोल दिया था.
was the work finished by her?
Don't use extra word. Don't use the.
Was finishing the was work finished?
Okay. This is past indefinite, or you can say past simple. And we know in the past simple, we have to use was or were, right? So you will use accordingly. The object is work. You will write was with it, not were. Work, was. So start with helping verb was. Work. Was work finished? V3 of this main verb by her. If you want to discuss anything about it, let me know. Okay, let's move. Was he revising his books? Present, past continuous.
Were the books being revised by him?
So, was the books revised by him?
Were books being revised by him?
Were the books being revised by him?
That's right. Its object is plural, so you have to use were. Were books. And it's a continuous tense, past continuous. You have to use being. Revised by. Subject, he becomes him, and then a question mark. If any point of discussion, don't miss it. Next, had I completed the assignment?
Had the assignment been completed by me?
Okay.
Had the assignment been completed by me?
So this is past perfect. Past perfect. And we know in past perfect, object plus had plus been plus V3, right? This is the structure. So just take the helping verb first and that's done. So we have to start with had. Had the assignment. Had the assignment been completed by me? Next, here. Will my uncle pay my tuition fee?
Will my tuition fee be paid by my uncle?
Okay.
So, will my tuition fee paid by my uncle?
You missed B. This is a future simple, and we know in future simple object plus will or shall and then be plus V3 is written, right? So what we need to do, just one thing, this helping verb, whatever will or shall is there, you have to take it first, and that's it. And here is the object, my tuition fee. Right here, will my tuition fee. So everything is in place, only one thing is first, object came, now be, paid. V1 is given, pay. We have to write paid by my uncle, the subject. I'm just reminding you the structure. I hope you remember it. If you don't remember it, then it's meaningless for you. If you don't maintain, if you don't remember the structures, and you attend the class without having those information, you are just an audience. You are not a student. Only those are students who have maintained the previous discussions, who remember the structures I taught earlier. If you don't have those information, you are not a student. Don't be confused. You are just an audience, not a student. But no problem. I allow everyone in this class. Next, shall we have done our homework?
Will our homework have been done by us?
Which tense do you think it is?
Future perfect tense.
Right, future perfect and active voice. So future perfect active voice looks like this. Future perfect active voice looks like this. Subject plus has or have, will or shall, then have, then V3, and then object. This is the structure of future perfect active voice. But when we write future perfect passive voice, object come first, will or shall as it was, and then have, then been. In passive voice, additional word been comes, and then by been, and then V3, then by, and then subject. So this is the structure of future perfect passive voice, but this is a question, so only one change you will do. You have to take this helping verb first, and that's it. So identify the object, our homework. This is the object. So you have to take the object here, and before object you have to put the will or shall, the helping verb, and whichever is suitable, find it out. Will or shall? Shall or will? Which one?
And will.
Will. Will our homework, actually hyphen is not required, our homework have been, and then V3, right? Done.
Yes, sir.
This is V3, and then by subject we becomes us, and then question mark. If any discussion required, don't miss it, let me know. Done? Okay. Next.
Yes, sir.
Now we did some questions of yes no answer type. Yes no answer type means those questions which can be answered just by telling yes or no are known as yes no answer type questions. If you get a question and you can just say yes or no and the answer happens meaningfully, then the question was yes no answer type question. For example, is this your pen? This is yes no answer type question, because you can answer this question just by telling yes or no. Is this your pen? Yes. Is this your pen? No. These questions are known as yes no answer type question. Now we are having some questions known as WH family, WH word questions. WH family means any WH word, question word will come like what, how, who, when, where, etc. So this is now a WH family question. Would you like to try?
Was he said?
Anyone else?
What
What was said by him?
said?
Anurag, repeat.
What was said by him?
Okay, who answered after Anurag? You also repeat.
What does he said?
Does is not correct here. It's past and you are making it present. Don't change the tense. Anurag is right. He said, what is said by him. And that's right. Now you might be confused. You might be confused. How so? Let me explain the rule. Actually, WH question is nothing but a WH word plus interrogative sentence, or you can say yes no answer type question. So if you have a yes no answer type question, just put a WH word before that and it becomes WH question. For example, see here, did he say? Did he say? It's a Yes no answer type question. Or just yes no question. And you put a WH word before this. It became WH question. So I don't think it's difficult for you to answer, right? If you want to change it into passive, what will you do? Change this into, I'm talking about yes no answer. Yes no question, change it into affirmative. He said, right? This is affirmative. Now actually you see here there is no object given, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, is के जगह पर was का उपयोग.
Yes, here. Sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, so when you change it into affirmative, you see there is no object. Actually, the problem is with yes no question. If you change a WH question into affirmative, you will see the object. Actually, what word itself is the object? What did he say? He said. He said what? He said what? So what word itself becomes the object? And that's why we write object first. That was already first and we keep it at first. What was said by him? Okay, so you can think of this way. And if you want to go in this way, changing into affirmative then passive, so it will not perfectly work in this case. In case of WH question, it will not perfectly work because the WH word itself remain object. Is this meaningful to you?
Yes.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
move on. Whom did you invite? Whom did you invite?
Who was invited by you?
Okay,
Sir, who was invited by you?
that seems to be good. So it says, whom did you invite? तुमने किसे invite किया? Whom means there is a person. Whom, unknown person. Whom did you invite? किसे? Whom? That's a question. So you can change it into passive by putting the word who. Who was, and this is past simple, so you can use was here. Who was invited by you? Let's move on to the next. Who wrote this book?
By whom was this book written?
By whom this book was written?
You are not making it a correction. You are not making it into interrogative. You are changing into affirmative. That's wrong. You said by whom This book was written, right? You said this. It's actually not a question. Not the correct question, actually, not the correct sentence. You should have written was here before the subject, before the object. By whom was this book written? Read it carefully. Do you think it's correct?
So your answer is correct.
Thank you for appraisal. Let's move on. Who had done Rohan's assignment? Who had done Rohan's assignment?
By whom had been done. Sorry, sir.
Anyone else?
By whom had been Rohan assignment done?
So you are noticing who becomes by whom in passive voice. Who becomes by whom? So we have to write by whom had, helping verb. By whom had Rohan's assignment. This is the object. By whom had Rohan's assignment? It's past perfect, right? So you have to use been. You have not used it. By whom had Rohan's assignment been done? Read it. Do you think it's right?
Yes, sir.
Couldn't understand. You couldn't understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I didn't get positive reply, so I asked. Next. What had happened to Ravindra? What had happened to Ravindra?
What had been happened by Ravindra?
What had happened been to Ravindra?
Anyone else? Give me a moment. What had happened? Object is absent in this, right?
Yes, sir.
This sentence is missing with the object. I'm thinking, why did I write this statement? It seems I missed some word in the sentence when I was typing. Let me check. No, actually this sentence was wrongly written. This is not there. Okay, actually it was my fault. No passive. Next, how did teacher alert Sheetal?
How was Sheetal alerted by teacher?
What was your second word?
Was.
That's right. How was? It's a simple past. So was will come in passive. In activities did, we have to write was here in the passive. How was object come here? Sheetal. How was Sheetal alerted by teacher? Next. Now comes imperative sentence. Carry it home. Carry it home. Imperative sentences start with verb. Whenever you order someone, command someone, request someone, you start with verb. Or if it is a request, you can also start with please or kindly. Like, please help me. Please give me your pen. This is also imperative sentence. Help me. It started with verb. Help me. Give this pen to him. Give this pen to him. This sentence started with the word give. That was a verb. So this is also imperative. Imperative sentences start with verb like this. Carry. It's a V1. Verb first form. Carry it home. घर ले जाओ. घर ले जाओ इसे. So how do we make it into passive? See, we start with let. Let it. You write object after let. Just like this sentence, you write here WH word. In place of WH word, here you will write let. and everything else will be similar. Everything else will be similar except this first word. In place of WH word, you have to write let. Let it carry V1. When you change it into passive, write B plus V3. Be carried. It's active. It's passive. Let it be carried home. Full stop. It's not a question, so full stop. Let it be carried home. Let's move on to the next. Do. V1. Do it at once. एक ही बार में इसे करो. Do it at once. Do it at once. एक ही बार में इसे करो. It's order. It's command. It's imperative sentence.
Let it be.
Your voice is not clear, Anurag. Repeat.
Let it be done at once.
Being, that is not correct. It's simple V1. You have to write be done. B plus V3. Not being. B plus V3. Let it be done. Let it be done. Do be done at once. Next, open the door.
Let the door be opened.
Exactly.
Let the door be opened.
Let the door. Object. After let, you write object. Let the door be opened. Oh, sorry. Full stop. That's it. There are 2 or 3 more sentences, but that will be for your homework. I'm not going to do because the time is over for this class. I hope you have learned the new things. I hope you have enjoyed learning. So keep practicing.
Yes.
If you want to be good at anything, practice that. Whatever you want to be good at, practice that. Bye bye. See you in the next class tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.